All right, Coach Kepler, a big win on the road this weekend at East Central. Let's talk about that game.
Well, obviously, all wins are big. I mean, in our league, the competitiveness of our league, every game's going to be tough. To be able to go over to East Central, be able to go over there and get a win was huge for us. East Central was sitting on a 10-game home winning streak. That's pretty special for them. They have a very good-looking football team, very talented team. They were going into the game, led the country in sacks, led the country in interceptions. Very talented defensive football team, having a little struggles on the offensive side, which we were able to exploit. Our defense played really, really well, played in their backfield all day, and obviously got another shutout, which I understand having two in our season this year, which against Texas College and East Central is the first time that's happened here since 1976. So that's all just little goals, that you work for, things, that's good. I was just proud of our football team, the way we handled the lightning delay. I mean, I've really never experienced that. That was difficult to go back into they call the locker room. We're in their batting cage over there inside, indoor batting cage they have. That was our locker room. We go in there for an hour and 51 minutes and sit and look at the walls and look at each other, and obviously we made some adjustments and talk because we were out there for a quarter and a half before the lightning struck and ran us off the field. But to be able to go sit in there for almost 2 hours and come out and just right out of the bat, I thought we came out with a whole different level of intensity. We completed a long pass the first play, took it down, and was able to get points on the board. The officials had told us that we had to at least get through the third quarter for it to be a countable game if the lightning struck again and the delay lasted over the time allotment. It really changed our thought process in the coaching aspect of it. We went out and finished the second quarter. We had no halftime. We used that 2 hours as our halftime, and we just played right through. All of that was very strange to me, I was proud of our football team that we were able to come out and we scored 3 times. Obviously, we didn't make our extra point, went for 2. The next one didn't make it, and we kicked the last one, a 19-point game, and had an opportunity to score right at the end of the game on the interception, and we slipped down on the 10-yard line, which was, I hate it for the young man because he made such a great play, but he got enough heartache from his teammates because he did slip down. But it was just a great win for us. I mean, to be able to move us up to a situation where we're 5-1. Right now we're second in the league, we got ourselves into position that we can still play for a conference championship here. And obviously we got to take care of business this week. East Central, their program is in the right direction. They're doing a lot of positive things. A team that won 8 games last year, and they've fallen on a little bit of hard times this year. So it was a great win for us.
Right. Both teams seemed to struggle offensively a lot to begin the game. A lot of turnovers. I think the first punt came with about 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Talk about some things. Talk about what was happening there and what you did to correct those things.
Well, obviously their struggles are their struggling period on offense. I mean, they've got some issues on offense that they're struggling with, plus the fact that our defense is playing really well. We were in their backfield all day, and that was huge for us. Our defense is playing fast right now, playing aggressive, doing a good job in the secondary, knocking balls down. We got 4 interceptions against those guys. They've got some issues, and they're struggling a little bit on offense. Our struggles were more, I thought we came out just a little bit flat offensively, but at the same time, you got to give some credit to East Central. They are one of the better defensive teams in the league, and definitely one of the most talented from the front end all the way to the back. So we knew we had our hands full on offense going into that football game. We really felt like our defense had to really step up for us and get us some short fields and maybe some turnovers and even possibly score. And our defense held up their end of the bargain. And offensively, it took us a little while to get on track. That's 2 years in a row we've been over to Ada, and the wind was howling when we got there. Of course, the storm was blowing in, but by the time the storm blew in and the lightning ran us off the field, after that point, the wind kind of settled down a little bit, and it made it a little bit more a better situation for us to be able to throw the ball like we did. I thought Tyler had a great day throwing the football, threw for over 80%. We had 477 yards total offense. The negative for us was just the turnovers. They really did not stop us. We stopped ourselves, and that was the frustrating thing. We put the ball on the ground 3 times. Tyler threw 1 interception. And you know, he knows he made a mistake. I mean, we thought they had jumped off sides. Actually, they called us in motion because we were rallying it at the line, calling the play at the line, looking at their defense, evaluating what they were in. Then we were going to call the play. But that kind of backfired on us. You know, when they jump off sides, we snap the ball. Our receiver's going to go deep, and we're going to throw it deep. And he threw it deep right to the wrong color jersey. So, but all in all, you know, I thought we came back after the lightning delay. Everything got on track for us, and you know, we racked up a lot of yards. You know, really the biggest thing keeping us from scoring points, I mean, more points than what we've been scoring in even other games, is our turnovers. And that's right now really a little bit of our Achilles heel offensively is we're putting the ball on the ground too much, and we got to eliminate that if we want to win a championship here.
All right, let's talk about what you're doing this week to prepare for Southern Nazarene.
Well, so that, you know, Southern Nazarene, new team in our league. Glad they're in our league. You know, they moved up from NAIA to Division II. There's going to be a transition period for them. That's understandable. I mean, you know, there's a whole lot of different rules involved in Division II football, and you know, they're stepping into a conference of 2 states that have come together from 2 really, really good leagues. And you know, the league we were playing in, the Gulf South, is had been one of the premier leagues in the country. And some of those schools right now are falling on some hard times because some coaches moving on. And but you know, the Lone Star has always been a very strong league and very good teams. So they've been playing teams that are playing at a very high level. We have been too. Put us together. That makes for a tough league, and now Southern Nazarene's moving up from NAIA. That's a whole different ball game for those guys, and you know, they've got a pretty good looking team actually. You know, they haven't won a lot of games. You know, just like I told our team the other day, you know, guys, that was us 3 years ago. You know, and that's what we went through. Some of the things they're going through right now, and I can relate to what they're going through. But you know, bottom line for us, we just got to maintain our focus, and we got to worry about us. We can't worry about Southern Nazarene. We can't worry about any of them. It all comes down to us and our execution, putting our guys with our game plans in situations where they should have success because of angles we create, plays we call, defenses we get in. And we've been able to do that for the most part all year. Obviously, those coaches on the other side are doing their homework too, and they're doing things to try to disrupt that. But, you know, it's... you know, homecoming, there's always a lot of distractions that can come along with it. So that's probably the biggest thing that concerns a coach, that our guys don't get caught up in the homecoming stuff that's going on, the parties, the pep rally tonight that we have, and those types of things. Hopefully we keep our focus, and we've talked about it to our team yesterday. You know, where we're trying to play ourselves too. You know, we've got goals. Obviously, we're trying to play ourselves into a big game. We've got to win this game to play into a big game against Henderson the week after. But we can't look ahead to Henderson at all because you know, if that happens, you know, a team can come in here and upset you, and that would be tragic for this football team to happen. And we can't allow that. So you know, college football this day and time, you can't take anybody for granted. You got to come out and be ready to play every week. You go in with a lackadaisical attitude, not prepared. That's how you get people hurt. So our guys got to really be focused, be ready to play a good game, and you know, excited about the crowd that we're expecting to have here for homecoming. We always have a great crowd here at Southern Arkansas. A lot of great activities that go on during the week. It's all good for our student body. I know they enjoy it. I know our fans enjoy coming back. So hopefully we can put on a good show Saturday night for them.
All right, it'll be your 7th game of the year, only your 2nd in Wilkins Stadium, so that'll be exciting as well.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that people don't really realize. I mean, you look at us, we're 5-1 right now, and we've only played at home 1 game. I mean, a lot of teams, that would mean probably 3 or 4 losses playing on the road like we've had, and that's been tough. I mean, you know, we made 2 trips to Oklahoma. We made a trip to Monticello. We made a trip to Texas. We made a trip over to El Dorado, even though it was a neutral site. You know, that you're still not playing in your own backyard, and that's difficult. So I'm really proud of where we're at right now at 5-1. You know, I felt going into the season we were more than capable of being that, and you know, I may have mentioned it to a lot of people, but I really felt like we had the makings of a very good team. Do I think we've peaked? No. Do I think we can still get better? I definitely think we can get better. Obviously, just one thing that I've already mentioned, the turnovers on offense. I think we've done a nice job keeping teams from having the big play against us defensively. We're getting, the last 2 weeks we played unbelievable defensive football, and so we're getting better there now. If we can shore up some things in our kicking game right now that are just very aggravating. I know the fans and coaches that if we can shore some of those up, we can finish this thing out the right way. We've got 3 more games at home and only 1 on the road, so that's a great way to end the season for us. The negative, we have some pretty tough opponents coming in, but again, we can't look on down the road yet. We're not at all. Southern Nazarene looks better than what I wanted them to look like on film. Even though their record doesn't indicate it, they still look better on film than I wanted them to look like. So, I don't want our guys to lose focus whatsoever, and we're looking forward to the game, looking forward to Saturday, and hopefully things go the way we plan. That's all based on how we focus on this game.
All right, Coach, sounds great. We'll look forward to talking to you about it again on Monday.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Great.